Ooh, it's gonna be a kapow today. I can already tell. Hello, lovely people. All right, so those readings were so deep on Sunday that I literally only did half of the signs. So today we're going to do the other half of the signs of what's the real truth. What's going to become very clear during this Neptune in retrograde. Now, it's going to be Neptune in retrograde for 5 months. So, that the readings would be very deep and kind of get a little serious because Neptune in retrograde is like poof, the fog clears and truth comes in. Now, whether you meet that truth with wanting to accept it, especially when it's about somebody that, like, sometimes Neptune goes in retrograde and we see somebody for who they are, and it's a little uncomfortable and sometimes downright painful, but it's always in your best good. I love Neptune retrograde too, because sometimes it could be like, should I do this thing or this thing? And then all of a sudden the answer becomes clear. So there's clarity. Also in Neptune in retrograde, you all have the power to tune into your own gifts. That's why we're having a whole big membership, 2 Zooms in case, because it's going to be a good one. So within membership, not only are we doing like sign by sign what Neptune retrograde will mean in astrologically, but the nerd and the gratitude members can have their personal chart read for their transits, their personal placements, and to get a more detailed, deeper look. And also because in Neptune retrograde, there's less fog between you and your guides and your higher self, and being able to connect and get hits, whether you're clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, or claircognizant, or whether maybe you have the clear smelling or the clear tasting. Sometimes you have a little bit of those while you have 2 of the main 4 stronger. But we're going to do practice. So we're going to have people practicing and people sitting for practicers. And that's going to be in a safe space. It's going to be in a Zoom. Won't be in a live stream. It'll never be posted on YouTube. And they'll be done in breakout rooms. So people have privacy. And I will pop in and out and help supervise and empower and coach a little as far as the gifts go. So I'm insanely excited for that. But Neptune in retrograde is always a good thing, especially if you're somebody like me who, like, I would rather deal in truth. I'm not worried about, I'd rather have a truth hurt my feeling a little bit than a lie go on and have me taking the best of me and investing it into something that's not who that person really is, who's not, a business that really is anything, a business venture, to go and be like, oh, let me go do this with my own business, right? With nobody else involved. And then having Neptune in retrograde say, maybe this isn't the time for it. Yes, please. Right? So Neptune in retrograde brings out real truth. And this is, I talked about the new moon. I did a whole 12 signs in depth for all the aspects. And that was yesterday. Please go watch that video. Watch the beginning so you really know how to harness it no matter what. And then watch for your rising sign. And I specifically go over, like, if you're after 14 degrees and 23 minutes, you're going to watch the next rising sign so that you're really getting it in the house it belongs in. Because a lot of people sometimes could be watching for the wrong rising sign. And I don't like that as a late rising sign person. Virgo readings never land because I'm really listening to Libra, because that's where that, unless something is past 25 degrees, that's where it's hitting. So I go over, I'm very specific. Go watch the full moon in the new moon in Cancer. Lee, if you could drop that link in the chat, that would be great. We have 4 moderators in the room right now. Hi, Maricela. Hi, Juan. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Renata. Hi, Lee. And I can see also that Adva joined and upgraded and did the gratitude membership. And I'm just going to talk about that for a second before we get into these Neptune and retrograde readings. They're going to be juicy. We added a 4th level to membership. With this membership, you get everything that you get up to the nerd level, which is a lot. Then when when you sign up for gratitude, we're checking. I have my Lee, my right hand, my Thelma to my Louise, although we're going to do the ending different, home for 2 whole days. So she is literally checking hour by hour because someone upgraded overnight. So she's going to be checking other than when she's sleeping for the next 48 hours. And the reason that is that when you become a gratitude member, I'm going to mail you the code, the secret code, the coupon code that you can use. And with services especially, you can stack that. So since by request, I was asked to keep the sale until tomorrow evening, we still have the flash sale going on for services, and some of those services are 20% off, and you'd be able to stack the 10% discount. You just have to give us a minute once you upgrade or once you join so that we can send you the discount, because you'll need that code to get the extra percentage off. You also will get 10% on any non-sale items in the Etsy shop. All the time. As long as you're a member, you'll have those 2 codes. The last thing that you get with that new gratitude membership, besides all the other stuff that comes in any of the membership levels, is you're going to get one email question a month, which means you can email me something with 48 hours. I will answer you via email. And that will be metaphysical. So you'll get 1 extra question a month. You'll get a discount always for services. You'll get a discount on non-sale items in the shop, and you will get all the other stuff that you get in all the other levels. So it's not a huge upgrade in price. I was shocked when I was looking at all the levels in YouTube to find out that there's like $50 and $100 levels that are evidently popular. I can't even imagine whether somebody would have to come to my house and clean it. So I just wanted to make that clear. So the sale is extended, and that's all on my website. I sent a new email out, and also for members, after this live, you will be receiving your non-sale item discount for Etsy, the ones gratitude members. And for all members, look on the YouTube community for members only, because you're going to have the Zoom links posted, because only 40% of you open the email with the Zoom links and all the details. So whether it's getting lost in the mail, you might have to check settings. But anyhow, I'm going to put the Zoom links. The details are on all of you. That's already on the community page. But the Zoom links and the question of who wants to practice their gifts and who wants to sit for people practicing, that's all going to be a members only. Give me till the end of this live to post that. It's been a very busy morning. I'm not complaining. Okay. I have the moon doing this trine with my Jupiter. It's on my MC. Not so shabby for Susie. The new moon is on my Mars. I love it. Love it. Saturn is on my Mars, and then Saturn is trining my Mars and the new moon. So it's great. Hi, Vanessa. Okay. So let's get into these readings. I think I covered everything. So Neptune in retrograde is already clearing, but we have it in Pisces. So that's how I got diverted, left turn at Albuquerque. I was saying yesterday in the video that the Cancer moon is the mooniest moon. Well, this is the most Neptunian Neptune that you can have, because it's in Pisces and it's at 29 degrees. It's the last time we're going to have a Neptune retrograde in Pisces. And on top of it, it's at 29 degrees. So I believe that the world, and you guys can all just sit back and watch the truth come out about things. Anything that was trying to be hidden, it's really hard to hide stuff right now. Really hard to hide stuff right now, which means the truth is more available to you. And because it's Pisces, because it's the sign of like the greater good, all the collective, right? If it's not good for the collective, if it's not keeping in that you know, we can call it Christ consciousness, but if that is not the religion you practice, that one love consciousness, whether that's Buddha, whether that's Allah, whether that's but it is not the energy of control and these rules, or you go to the bad place. It is the energy of everyone should be loved. And so when something isn't in the greatest good, it definitely is coming. I think this is going to be a whopper. I think this is going to be a whopper. So we left off with Virgo. So we're starting with Libra. The other thing I want to say is, if you want me to do the short card pull, because I always am aware if like I'm not giving something to people. So I felt bad for Libra through Pisces. So then I just did all 12 signs, really quick pull, without a lot of explanation. If you want me to do that kind of thing again, let me know in the chat as I'm going. I will do an all 12 signs quick pull today as an extra, just thank you. And also, give me a subject to do it on. What do you really want? Because like I try to stay away from those. Like, are they going to call you or are they not? But that we could do that. Like, will you hear from them before the end of July? Won't you? We could do that. I feel like that's really generalized to run through 12 signs. But if that's all what you want, that's what I'll give you. But you can give me a subject. All right. Let's start looking at these signs. Libra, what is going to come to you? What truth is going to come for your greatest good? What is either going to be revealed that you're like, I freaking knew it, or what is going to come to clarity for you? Yeah, you like to pick the quick. All right, so I'll do the quick 12 cards, but y'all give me the subject. You know, we have 6 signs to go through. You have a minute. First with the Neptune retrograde, and then give me a subject. Oh, thanks, Shauna. Yeah, joining is easy. Upgrading is easy. It's all easy. It's easier on the laptop. But if you join gratitude level, give us a minute to send you those discounts. Like, don't go shopping or buying the cert. Like, don't just go like right over and hit the sale. Wait for us to send you the email with the codes. And if you're a gratitude member, as people drop out, you might get new codes once a month. So you're going to want to make sure I don't go to your spam or your junk. Hi, Flower Peacock Rainbow. Thank you. This is my easy hair in a bun mascara liner lip gloss. This is like old hairdresser mode. Get ready in 5 minutes mode. Not kidding. Emily can attest to that. I'm not gonna lie, about 20 minutes ago, I probably looked like I needed to be sponsored for the cost of a cup of coffee a day. Change of wardrobe, hair in a messy bun, hoop earrings, lip gloss, and some like eyebrows, and mascara. If you guys know, you know. We all have a quickie routine, right? All right. So, Libras, 7th house, call back all my power to me now from anyone using it with or without my permission. Never not feel that one. Reject and release any energy that's not mine to carry right now, or not my highest good. Libra, 7th house placements, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And I'm also going to say like Mercury. And if you have strong Venus aspects to your Neptune, but you don't have Libra placements or 7th house, but you have strong aspects, square, conjunction, trine, or opposition. If you have strong aspects within 5 degrees in one of those angles to Neptune, this could apply. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I'm immediately feeling like, okay, and the Fool in reverse. I immediately feel like for Libras, there's been a long patch, and you've had the South Node running through your sign. You're having eclipses go through your sign right now. I really feel like for Libras, there's been like a long patch of trying really hard and nothing hitting, and it I'm seeing a cycle of sometimes it feels like just scraping by or watching other people get noticed for things. And I'm not going to lie, I feel for some of you, you are genuinely more talented. You are genuinely more apt, experienced. I'm letting things come in. I keep hearing the word appropriate. That sounds like so clinical and stringent of a word to be using. But like appropriate for a person, like you're a way better match for a person. You're a way better match for a job where you're more skilled, you're more apt, and you're more talented than somebody who's getting a lot of notice, and that is increasing their ability to pay bills or the happiness that they have in their life. And it just feels like a hit and a miss a lot, and that is changing. Feels really important, and maybe because it's also this new moon, because we're having this new moon within the Neptune in retrograde energy, right? So while the 29-degree Neptune retrograde, not talking to the new moon directly because their degrees are too far apart, it's still energetically there. Again, if you didn't watch the new moon in Cancer, go watch that, because there's a lot of pragmatic, there's help. You can co-create. You have a lot of power in this new moon, both internally and externally. Libra, the Fool card is in reverse. It may feel like I have to try something. I just have to do something. I have to be brave. You're a cardinal sign. You're like, let me just go for this. Let me just go for that. There is money changing. There is money coming in that will be stable. It feels like don't rush to make something look okay. Don't rush so that other people think anything of you. Don't rush without information. Let this Neptune in retrograde sit for a hot minute. Let this Neptune in retrograde sit for a hot minute. And then you're going to make decisions, and it won't be out of fear at all. And it won't feel like I have to do this. Or else I'm worried about they won't know that. It feels like for some of you this is money, and you've got your relationship is good. You're in a good place. And for others of you, I feel like there's somebody, they're in your life, but they're not in your life romantically. Maybe they were for a minute, maybe they're not now, but it feels like you watch them kind of not be as happy as they could be with somebody else, and you feel like, how come they can't see that this would be great for both of us? I think they might. Let's get some more details. Good googly moogly. That thing is juicy. I'm telling you, these are going to be juicy. let's get some more details. And I'm purposely using the light seers. Okay, what am I supposed to be paying attention to? Some of you are going to be losing weight during Neptune in retrograde. But like kind of without trying. That's another thing. I feel like there's been attempts and just like that last 10, 15 won't budge, which is normal. You don't need to be psychic to know the last 10, 15 is the worst, right? But I mean, I'm just feeling that all of a sudden for some of you. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I wanted to know, like, what's been the case prior to this Neptune retrograde? Like, what is it going to, like, reveal? What is it going to help you along with? I feel so short. The moon. Okay, so there was a truth either being held back from you or held back from somebody else. That is about to become clear, very clear. Because it's a full moon, new moon. I think that's going to come clear, closer. Somebody was manipulating rather than co-creating with you. That's also going to be revealed. Libra, it's more than one thing for you. Your self-esteem is going to turn around in a positive way. I feel like that's connected to whoever was like, I don't feel like you feel gaslighted, right? I don't feel like you feel gaslighted. But I think this person is so subtle at the way that they make you look at situations. It's not like they're focused on this is what's wrong with you to the point where you're like, wait a minute. I think that they work on your POV, your perspective of situations in a way that applies to the drive, the crave for fairness or diplomacy. I have several good friends that have Libra moons and I absolutely love them. But there absolutely is a calling for fairness. And I feel, and that is the best of you, right? And I feel like whoever this was applying, this word keeps coming up. It's the syntax of Jane Austen. Keeps applying to your want to see both sides, for your want to have fairness in situations. And so in doing that, they're getting you to like loosen up a little bit on your perspective. So again, it's not like attacking, like it's not gaslighting you in a super personal way, but they're manipulating you through getting you to like ease up on your original go-to. I was talking about this in the new moon video too. Like our moon is our first instinct. Like before Mercury gives us permission to say it, right? Or Venus tells us we're worth it to want it, and Mars will let us go get it, right? Before Saturn inflicts its boundaries, rules, and restrictions. It's our deepest desires. It's our immediate emotion. I used to call this like your first boss. If you see a child on the floor having a tantrum, that's kind of their moon talking before they have the consciousness of social programming or the Saturnian boundaries, or they don't care what people think of them when they're on the floor in the Walmart. They don't care, right? Like your moon is your first instinct. So somebody is getting you to like turn your POV on your first instinct by applying to your sense of fairness and diplomacy. They're going to be shown for exactly who they are. For some of you, you might catch them doing it to somebody else, and that exact same craving for fairness and diplomacy is what's going to make you catch it. So the thing they try to use against you is actually going to be what reveals them. Very Neptune in retrograde, 29 degrees Pisces. By the way, one of the things we do for membership is every month there's also like a Zoom where you can come answer. You can, that's for nerd and astro members and gratitude members. You can come on and ask a question. And I answer with cards. Those are like members only live streams. Besides, we have Zooms. There are chart reads for the higher levels. But like this, if I do a class, that's all levels. When I'm doing the Zoom, everybody can come to the Zoom for this next one, for the Neptune and retrograde one, and everybody can practice gifts no matter what level. Okay. Let's get some more details. Let's get some specifics about money. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Swords in reverse. This is how money is going to work out. Sorry. We're getting specifics about how money is going to work out. Ace of Swords. Something's going to come in, and I am telling you, there is less fog. There is less what could feel like interference for you for your gifts. If you have clear cognizance, whether that's coming in as a clear audience, a clear cognizance, the Ace of Swords it's an epiphany. That's also Uranus. Uranus is epiphanies. But, you know, as Uranus moves up to that 26 degrees and Neptune is in retrograde, they're going to come close. So during this Neptune in retrograde, we're also going to have, you know, a conversation in a sextile, which means action. So what's probably going to happen, and I should take this out. I'm learning to just do screen recordings of my videos when they're done instead of waiting for YouTube to render. But whilst in the middle of this Neptune retrograde, Uranus is going to come closer. And at one point, they're going to be close enough, the frenetic energy and the spark of epiphany about what the truth is, right? Which feels very internal. But then externally, you will be given the proof for exactly what that epiphany is. You might have the epiphany for a while. Where's Mercury right now? It just moved into Leo. Oh God, yes. End of July. End of July, before Mercury goes retrograde, before Mercury goes into Virgo, you're going to have a square from Mercury to Uranus while Neptune is in retrograde and applying also to Uranus in a sextile. Truth. I don't know why I didn't think about that for the first video. You're going to get the epiphany and then you're going to get the proof. Especially Libra, because Libra, you want to see the other side of people, very much like Pisces, very much like Sag. You want to see the good side of people. So sometimes you need the proof or else you feel like you're being mean and you're not. Okay. Let's look at what's going to happen for those of you that it applies to. What's going to happen for love. Yeah. And again, the Queen of Pentacles is there for money. So like you become the abundance is steady. The Wheel of Fortune with the Fool upside down for me. It's like everything's changing, but it's going to be steady money. It's not going to come from like, quick, let's do that. Let's take, there's some coach saying like, oh, if we take this business program or if we sign up to like be correlated with them and it's only this much money and you're like betting the electric bill, it's not going to be that kind of stuff. It's going to be something that gives you time to make the decision, to be clear, and it's going to come backed up with information. Okay. Coming out of rest period, I feel like this is the other person for you, Libra. Somebody was just maybe going through the motions and on spiritual rest. The Lover's card showing in the shuffle, which doesn't mean like, it just means like some kind of divine connection. So like the connection that you're feeling like, why are we not together? That's either you or them in spiritual rest, lessons you needed to learn or they needed to learn. Four of Wands. Okay. Something to celebrate in relationships. So whether you're already in a relationship, this could be like getting engaged, actually getting married, one of those things. Your money worries are going to go away, and the thing that you'll know what you need to do. I feel like there's jealousy here, and Libra often deals with that, but I feel like there's jealousy here. And like, again, I don't think that person was like stupid enough to like pick on you and gaslight you, because let's talk about the fact that anywhere you can spit in any direction on the internet, somebody's talking about narcissism, gaslighting, healing, right? Boundaries, toxic people, doing what you need to do, whether it makes other people happy or not. So like, we're aware. So, but whoever this is or was, because it's going to be a was situation if it's not already there. And you'll get the proof. But whoever this was, they were smart enough to know they weren't going to be overt about the changing your mind. I'm being called to like, there's a line from My Big Fat Greek Wedding that says, when Tula's mother says to her, the man may be the head of the household, but the woman is the neck and can turn the head whichever way she likes, right? I don't subscribe to that. That's very conventional. It's funny, but it's a little antiquated. But anyway, my point is that this person felt like, I'm going to make them feel like they're making all the decisions, but I'm going to turn them and they're never even going to know. Because they pivoted your POV about the situation. They did not come after you personally to gaslight you, but it was manipulative. That's going to be done. Put Windex on it. Right? Neptune in retrograde is like Windex. Just put on everything. It makes it better. Let's look at... Where are we on? Scorpios. Right? How are my Scorpios? Scorpios, what is going to become so clear in this Neptune retrograde? Let the cards come, Susie. I want to read. I want to just let out what's coming out right now. I feel like I should let the cards out first. Scorpios, I want you to sit with me for a second. If you have Scorpio placements, period, you have strong 8th house placement, you have Pluto by your ascendant, and if you have strong Pluto, Neptune aspects, conjunction, square, trine, opposition within 5 degrees. I want you to say to whoever, I don't care if it's Care Bears, I don't care if it's Ozzy Osbourne, universe, spirits, and guides, whoever your peeps are, whatever you feel comfortable saying. I call back all of my power to me now from anyone using it with or without my permission. See if that doesn't resonate in your body. You can leave me a comment. Also, replay viewers, thank you so much. You guys make up the bulk of my views and my viewership, and I appreciate you all. Also, if you're not here to get the quick reads, I'm happy to just come on and do the 12 card reads. That feels really light to me. It actually feels really good, like very doable. But leave me comments about the kind of subjects you want those for. And I'm talking like pulling cards, running, giving a quick, no explanation. Telling you what it means, no explanation. They'll be quick videos. But give me the subjects you guys want me to do on them. I feel like it's limiting, but you know, it came up the other day and you all like them. So the universe sometimes pushes me to do things differently too, and I have to listen. Right? I'm not immune to any of this. Not immune to transits. I'm not immune to healing. I'm not immune to epiphanies. I'm not immune to like making sure I'm not in my own way. Scorpio, for some of you, this is going to trine your late Scorpio placements, even if you're not a late Scorpio sun. Could be a few out of sign. Like, because at that 29 degrees, I feel like there's people who could have early Aries placements, early Cancer placements, early Libra placements, and early Capricorn placements. This is going to like square or oppose. And I feel like for the fire signs, for if you have early fire sign stuff, this could be conjunct or out of sign or trining. It just feels like it's going to hit a lot of your placements, Scorpio. Late Virgo placements, this is opposing. Late Gemini placements, it's squaring. Late Cancer placements, it's trining. I just feel like this is hitting a lot of people because it's that 29 degrees. While out of sign might not be as strong, it's still there. Scorpio, I think you're changed at the end of 5 months. It's not easy to change a Scorpio, but you love the fucking truth, man. You love a deep dive. You love detective work. You love getting to the nitty gritty, and Neptune's gonna fucking serve it to you, man. Gonna get served on a silver platter. And a lot of it's gonna be stuff that you just kind of already knew, but you're gonna get hard evidence also. Man, I feel like, you know when you listen to music and you make that face because like somebody put the stink on that, like somebody put like, it's so good, makes you just, I don't know, maybe that's me, maybe that's a New York thing, but like I feel like this Neptune retrograde is putting some good, like you're gonna be, I knew it a lot in the next 5 months. And not only I knew it, but like Scorpios. This could be hitting your Scorpio, Libra, Gemini. Like, depending on where your moon is. If your moon is in Gemini or Cancer or Aries or Pisces or Sag or Capricorn or Libra or Virgo or Leo, it's hitting it in some aspect or another, especially if you have early or late. All right, now we're pulling cards. I keep wanting to make this face. Like, it gives you release because you already knew it. You felt it. Yeah. Okay. Brings you processing. putting things down that are no longer yours to carry. That's what you're getting. It feels too almost general. It's more than one thing. I don't feel, this makes so much sense that I let that all come out before I drew the cards because I was struggling. Susie, don't go off on a left turn before you pull those cards until let spirit have all to say. Even though I know the channeling is also that. The Ten of Wands is putting down something you picked up willingly that was passionate at one point, that you wanted to protect, you wanted to love, you wanted to, very Scorpio, like the wands, like sacral chakra. It hit you and made you feel alive. And now you're like, this is no longer what it was supposed to be, and it's time to put it down. Now your fixed ass has a hard time putting stuff down sometimes. But it felt like it would have been reductionary or limiting to have one subject be these two cards. So it's processing what you're leaving behind. And it's just processing it because you've been carrying it, and I don't think that's been fun. Now you're going to process it so you don't have to carry it. Make sense? Okay. I love this. Victory showing in the shuffle. All right, let's get some more details. Natal Mars and Scorpio at 29 degrees. Holy shit. Yeah. Sorry, I curse on this channel because that's who I am. That's how I would speak to you in a normal conversation. I wouldn't curse at you. But they, you know, colorful adjectives and expletives. Could that victory card show more? Okay. Very interesting. For some of you, universe is going to take you where you need to go. Obviously, some of you could be moving. It came out sideways. Okay, whatever's not working is not working. I also got like a Knight of Swords and a King of Cups. Okay, these came out literally together like I thought it was one card. So I know I'm supposed to read them together like it's one card. And the Knight came out before the King. Someone's going to drop off some information. They're going to come and tell you something. They might tell you because unrelated to the situation that they're giving you information about, they don't care if it hurts your feelings. I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is somebody kind of like passively, they either can't be you or they don't have your skill level or your intelligence. There is something that they would like, and you're not letting them in the way that they're used to being able to like crack doors open and get in. Whatever it is. This person thinks that they're going to say something to like poke you, but what it does is give you absolute proof, because it's going to happen in a text message. It's swords. They're not just going to say it in a passing conversation. It's going to happen in an email, a text message, a DM, and it's going to give you the, see, I knew it. So they think that they're going to give you a little poke, but what it does is releases you. This turns you, Scorpio, into the King of Cups. You can focus on what you love, put the love where it deserves. This is a very emotionally mature. I don't even think you are looking for revenge. You're looking for release. I think revenge might have been your jam, but I think if the King of Cups is here, you have matured to a place where it's about release. It's about you living your best life. Okay. Universe is going to move you away from what's not working. I think that's more than one thing. Let's get a card. Let's just get cards and ask what's not working. This won't be for everybody, but I just want to get more. The Six of Wands would not, it showed in every, now it just fell out. Like whatever this is, you know, mini wave and celebration to you, you win. But it's not like a win like woohoo, like you'll be celebrating in front of everybody. It'll be a win again because you get to like move into your best life after this Neptune. I am telling you, this Neptune is going to put some stank on it for you. You know that soundbite that's like, you evil twin, we evil then. Like, we evil twins. It feels like Scorpio and this Neptune retrograde are besties. Like, I have products in my Etsy shop that says Black Lilith is my bestie, plan accordingly. This feels like Scorpio could be like, Neptune retrograde at 29 fucking degrees, that anoretic degrees, is my bestie. Plan accordingly. With Scorpio, I think they get a bad reputation for being like vengeful, like being hurtful. They're not. They're going to serve it to you cold, the way it's best served. Revenge is best served cold. I don't know if that's Hamlet or Shakespeare, but I mean, Shakespeare is Hamlet. I don't know if that's who said that originally. I'm sure Juan does, my Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon friend. Revenge is a dish best served cold. I'm pretty sure that's how it said. That's how you, if you, this person's not going to give you their energy anymore. I feel like you sucked Scorpio dry, whatever you're doing. You frustrated them, you gave them anxiety, you gave them more energy thinking about you like than they should have. Okay. All right. So what are the details? What's not working with this? You maybe, this came out sideways. What you thought would work out or look a certain way, that's changing for you. Aw, thank you, Shauna, for upgrading. A dish. Is it a sauce? We'll have to check that out. Would you care for a wager, friend? I love a good wager. I don't actually want to bet money anytime ever, but I love a good wager. I'll go to a casino with $20 and my $20 is gone. I'm done and I'm happy. But a wager, non-monetary wagers. All right, let's go. You email me. What do you want to wager? And then we'll look. Honor system. Okay. What else is not working? Okay. Something is completely out of communication. Either you're holding back communication, Scorpio, shocker, because you're annoyed and you serve your revenge cold. So you just don't talk. So either clarity about why this can be released, or you're holding off because you need something else to become clear. So you know what? Scorpios are very King of Swords. Scorpios are, it's a funny sign, man. Because like Scorpios can be very king, queen, really King of Swords though. Like, because it's the energy, not the gender. Where like they're not going to say a whole lot unless, I mean, maybe for humor, but it's rare to find a Scorpio that'll just blah, 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 blab away. Unless it's going to be like, you know, in 20 years from now, somebody's going to see this video and be like, I know plenty of people like that. And they're going to be the Scorpios that were born during the Gemini Mercury, oh no, that was Mars. Yeah, no, I take it back. Yeah, it's hard. It would have to be an extraordinary placement to find a Scorpio that's like blah, 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 just to say words. So King of Swords is very fitting for Scorpio. They're not inclined to communicate unless they have something worth communicating. So it's either that you're waiting on information, you're going to get it. Let's take one more card on the details. Then let's look at how love and money works out for you by the end of this Neptune retrograde. Scorpio placements, 8th house placements, strong Mars or Pluto aspects to Neptune. Okay. Something you've been waiting for, the wait is over. Something you've been planting, building, maybe behind the scenes, that wait is over. Something that's felt like kept back, it's been a source of frustration, it releases. All right, now let's see. I almost want to take another deck because we have a lot on the table. Let's take these. Let's see how love and money. I just want like plain Jane. Give it to me straight cards right now. How's love gonna turn out for Scorpio? At the end. Holy shit. You got the Sun and the Four of Wands. 4 Cups in reverse. And the Ten of Swords. A pain comes to an end. Something you didn't think was available to you is available to you again. We have the Sun card and we have the Four of Wands. Celebration, 11/11, divine. I told you, I felt overwhelmed in the beginning of Scorpio's reading. The end, y'all gonna have to come back in 5 months and tell me how the Neptune retrograde is going for you. Well, how's money career gonna go for Scorpio? This is a very weird reading. I was tempted to do it without cards. I'm glad I didn't. From money, you got the Two of Cups. It's like you're protecting the Two of Cups. Why does that have to do anything with money, Scorpio? Unless it's like where the priority about money coming in, what money means to you. Shit. You might change your entire perspective on like what the money is supposed to come in and do, or why you need it, or what's worth, like why the money is like, it's like money is to live, the money is to have the things. And it used to be like the money was partially like so you could have the like revenge life, and now it's all about protecting the ones you love. Okay, this is so weird. Let's get another card for money. I feel like you... Ace of Cups. Why are we getting love cards for money? Why? They're tied together somehow. Like the scene from Indecent Proposal where, right, they're on the bed with all the money that they won from the casino. And I think this is no ordinary love. Why do I remember that was playing? Maybe you get that, Scorpio. I wish for you that you could roll around in a bed with somebody super hot that you're super into. And just piles of $100 bills. That's a wish to make tomorrow night on the new moon. Let's get one more card for money that's actually money. Page of Cups almost feels like I'm okay with a little bit of money. And I feel... Four of Swords, rest. Spiritual rest. There's a... Okay, so I feel like your perspective shift and then the money comes in later because your perspective shifts. It's almost like I need more, I need more, I need more. And then something happens during Neptune retrograde and you're like, that was not what I needed. And the relaxation of like feeling like I need this brings in later. I think that's going to happen after the Neptune retrograde, but there's peace about it. Holy Bazzoli. What a reading. I told ya. Juicy, juicy. Good googly moogly. That thing is juicy. Okay. Take all my cards. Go home. No, just kidding. I'm going to stay. I mean, I already am home, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to take my toys and go home. I want to play. Okay. Let's see what we have for Sagittarians. Sagittarians have a nice... I have to tell you, all of the rising signs, all of them, whatever house this comes in, the support that's coming in with this new moon is nice. 2 signs particularly during the new moon, and then 1 sign especially. It's just so it's money and love, and one of them gets like the good juicy like new love. I'll let you watch. Okay. If you know, don't give it away in the chat. You're all good. Okay. Sagittarius, I almost want a new deck. I feel like this one's kicked. If you read, you know what I mean by that. Okay. Sagittarius. Pulp Tarot. It's still very direct, very colorful. It's fun. It's a little juicy. Just all like Sagittarius placements. Okay. Sagittarius, Sag rising, Sun, Moon, Venus. If you have Jupiter in strong aspect to your Neptune, like conjunction, opposition, trine, or square within 5 degrees, this also could apply to you. What is the good stuff coming in? What are you going to find out? This is such a beautiful... When I start having a difficult time, if you're reading cards and it feels like the shuffle is difficult, that card deck may be kicked. And then you pick up another, let kind of universe lead you to the deck that you want next. Take your time and you'll like, I mean, the shuffle is so easy. Okay. From me to you, that's a little nugget. Okay. Sagittarius, what's coming out for you? I'm coming out. I'm coming. All right. The World card in the upright. There's been another big change. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Big change. Not only a big change, but a big change you've been waiting on. Let's get some details. It's time. And it's going to be clear that it's time. For some of you, I really feel like... You know, Sagittarius, there's, again, I say it all the time, I should probably make like coffee cups and phone holders, but Sagittarius, you're Sagittarius and you know things, but sometimes that can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes it could be like too much information, and then it's almost like you want that squaring Virgo mutable sign to like, can you come edit out of this? Like, what do I need to really know? Because it's a lot sometimes when it feels like it's coming in. You are going to get clarity on something. But you're like, I don't want to do this until it's the right time. And it feels fragile. It feels connected to money. Oof. All right. Sometimes it's, I have to put down the cards. It feels fragile. It feels connected to money. It feels strategic. For some of you, this is like leaving one job to either go on your own or go, but like you can't leave too early. You can't do this too early. If you do it too early and you fuck it up, it's all for nothing. And for some of you, I feel like you're leaving a situation or a relationship. I feel a descent. I feel a descent from something. This opens up the whole world. Oh man, it releases, it changes things. But it's been about timing. All right, let's get some details. Nine of Cups comes out. Okay, so the self-esteem, the self-love, and I'm just going to show you. This is celebrating your, yeah, it's an upgrade. You have been waiting to upgrade either your job, your money, your house situation, your living situation, people that have been holding you back, but also that because life, and especially life right now, if you had gone too early, and as a fire sign, it can't, sometimes it's a little difficult to hold back from what, and especially Sagittarius, because one, you're a fire sign, you want to live life to the fullest, YOLO. It's like the state mantra of Sagittarius, and you know things. Like I think Sagittarius isn't waiting for like the solid information like other people, because I don't think they have needed as much. What you are waiting for is the time to be ripe, and what Neptune in retrograde is going to give you is the clarity. It's time. Go. Because the timing of this is directly correlated to your safe passage. Ooh, you're safe. You've been waiting to cross over. You've been to cross into an upgrade. You've been waiting to upgrade, like, again, your life, your money, your work. For some of you, it feels like a whole situation. But you've been waiting until it's completely safe passage. You know, fire signs don't really feed off safety all the time, but this isn't small, it's big. We got the World card here. It's major arcana, and it's a whole yeah, you're getting the upgrade. I don't think you're getting information about someone or about, it's the clarity. Hi, Adva. I sent you the thank you for upgrading, and you have an email with the code to use to get the extra 10% off services. And after this live, I will send the gratitude members. We've had quite a few upgrades in the last couple of days. They will all get another email with the Etsy shop code and also how that gets used, which is just non-sale items. So if you're interested in any of the sale items, that's double the discount right now, but you can also use it for anything that you're interested that's not on sale. But you have one email, you'll get another one. Okay. I just keep hearing safe path. I keep seeing the Six of Swords. This is exhausting. I got plenty of sleep. I slept in this morning. Not gonna lie. I had breakfast. I had plenty of water. Whatever this is that's been waiting for it, it's been a while. And I think it's been draining. Like, when you get to this point, you're going to, like, celebrate for a hot minute. And then I feel like you're going to, like, take 3 days off at minimum. Maybe for some of you, it'll just be 2. But for some of you, you'll take closer to a week. And it's like Jenny from Forrest Gump. And she slept and she slept. Like... Okay. It's also 7 of Swords. It's in reverse. It came out in reverse. But again, this is something where somebody is looking for something. They're in a safe. Whatever this is that you're doing, and I'm not mad at you for doing, you're overdue for this. I think whatever the situation is, it's draining. And maybe I was supposed to feel that to confirm. I'm not talking about people like trying to take and sneak and like do bad things and then run away with no consequences. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about for the Sagittarians that are hearing this, this is something that in survival mode you acclimated to it longer than you needed to. And the reason that you had to be careful, wait for the right time, wait for it was ripe, wait till there was safe passage, is because if you didn't, this person was going to take, or this situation was going to take from you. You're going to be shown exactly how to do this and exactly when, so you don't lose anything in the transaction, because I feel like you lost enough already. And it might just be like your wits. It might just be your energy. It might just be like, I don't think you're unhappy in life, but this one thing is just like, this is holding me back from what it could be. And anytime something holds you back, you've given enough. Okay. Queen of Swords. This is also leaving somebody who's not always nice, but also just I keep hearing my mom, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But I feel like this person only speaks when they have nothing nice to say, and that's also been draining on you. Sagittarius wants to see everyone win. I don't think you would like kikiing with somebody like that. Okay, how does money turn out? How does money and career turn out for you at the end of this? They're going to show you, and ask for that. Especially during like that second full moon in Capricorn, that's conjunct Pluto, Sagittarius placements, 9th house placements, Jupiter in close aspect to Neptune. Ask in that full moon. Ask for your guides to show you the timing, to make it clear, to give multiple and repeated signs. I feel like whoever this other person is going to be distracted with something else, and you're going to be able to go safely. Like, and without a lot of nerves, because there's enough space here to do what you got to do and get the upgrade you deserve without worrying that like they're going to figure it out before you can cross all your T's and dot all your I's. Okay, how does money career look like? Okay, 6 of Wands. You're going to get support. You're going to get plenty of support. People will be cheering you on for this move you make. Turn this back around. Are you guys doing something in the woods and dancing around a fire and you're not even inviting me? Rude. Who's going to sing from the window to the walls while you're dancing around on fire? You're going to have no fun because I won't be there. Okay. Sorry, the chat here is lit AF, as they say. Bunch of funny mofos on this channel. Okay. What else do we see from money and career? You're going to get a lot of support, Sagittarius. I knew this might be a quiet live stream because a lot of people are having barbecues, even if they're not celebrating or giving a lot to commerce today, because that decision just made by those judges are terrible. They basically just undid what all of this is about. You made somebody an oligarch, a monarch. You gave them absolute rule. at the same time making homelessness illegal, which just takes us all the way back to when they made slavery illegal, but they made vagrancy an arrestable offense, knowing none of those people had any money to buy property or anything else. We're going backwards in every way, all the way back to before the descent from King George. So, but I understand that a lot of people are celebrating anyway, because it's a family. It's a day that you don't have to work and you can see your families. I totally get that. We have Page of Wands also for money. This is a new start. This is a new start, but you're fired up. You're excited about it. It's going to grow. You have lots of success. I feel like the Six of Wands came out before the Page of Wands, so it didn't feel trepidatious. Let's see what you're getting for love, Sagittarius. That one I'm almost afraid to pull. I think some of you are leaving long-term relationships where you had monetary ties, and it's not been... kind of felt stuck. The Fool and Three of Cups. This is reuniting with somebody else, or union or celebration, and there is a falling in love. I have said for decades, if you settle in any way, like if you stay where you are not fabulously in love, universe is going to drop that person that will curl your toes right in front of your face. But yeah, and some of you could be moving into like a poly situation because there's 3 people on that Three of Cups, but that's not what I'm feeling. I just feel like you have lots of support once you make this move, and I also feel like it brings other people back in your life that couldn't be. One more for love. Man. I keep looking at this card because it's like King of Pentacles. This next person is stable. They're wise. If there's the next person, if it's a new person or your partner turns in, but we got the King of Pentacles. For a partner. This is your, whatever's going on, however this is you're moving out of, if you're not leaving your partnership, this might be the last one. Like it's the last, it's like in a good way. It's your last kiss. It's your last goodnight kiss. It's your last first date. It's your last wedding for some of you. It's your last. Yikes. I call back all my power to me now from anyone using it with or without my permission, and I release any energy that is not mine to carry at this moment or not in my highest good. I got 3 more signs to go. This is how I felt when I was doing the first 6. Like, it's a lot. I kind of want a glass of water. We just finished Sag, and we are moving into Capricorn. Capricorn, what is this bringing you? I feel like I need ice water or something. All of a sudden I feel my chest feels like dry. I feel majorly thirsty. I feel like I'm in a desert. My ears feel like popped or clogged. Like if I'm in a desert or if I'm in a dry climate, I'm up someplace high where like there's pressure. What is this? Capricorn. It's fun to be clairsentient. And I just cleared all the energy, so whatever I'm feeling for Capricorn, I'm supposed to be feeling it. Is there any chance I could get a glass of ice water? I'll put the camera down when you walk in, so you're allowed to have your day off. I've got her home for 2 whole days. Okay. Capricorn, what do you have going on? What is this truth going to bring you? Star card, first thing out, not mad at that. What is this Neptune in retrograde going to bring you? What is that clarity? For you too, I feel like there's proof or there's something else. And Ten of Wands. You're healing and also putting down, which is very Capricorn. Let me tell you something, Capricorn. You're all probably sick of me saying it. But they're human at a time. But still, humanitarians. And you also have that very parenting, you know, vibe. So sometimes you caretake for... because you took at an early age, then you caretake adults that you probably shouldn't. Hi, Tanya. I haven't gotten to Aquarius yet. I have your email. Also, I just want you to know, I have to check. I don't know why I got to bounce back for the, hold on one second, everybody. Okay. I got to bounce back for the email that I sent you with the membership stuff. Ice water? Thank you so much. Yes, the Sag reading was insane. It was crazy. I feel like maybe that will only hit 1 or 2 people, but so I don't know what's going on with that, Tanya, but your email bounced back. I'm going to answer the other one. I feel like I've had roller skates on the last couple of days and I'm not complaining about it, but so Capricorn, we have the Star card and the Ten of Wands. Give me a second and we're going to get that camera view back where it should be. Taking a second to get ice water. Where Emily's getting me ice water as I shuffle more. I feel like for Capricorn, because you caretake and because... you know, there's healing here about what's yours to carry and what's not, especially with the Ten of Wands, means you're putting a burden down that isn't yours to carry anymore, quite frankly. But the Star card is also wish fulfillment, and it is, thank you. Star card is also wish fulfillment. Right? Besides healing, it's the Aquarius card. It is like, if Saturn is daddy in Capricorn, it's zaddy in Aquarius, right? And so I'm feeling huge epiphanies, huge progress, huge movements. I don't know what's going on, and you know, whoever's supposed to hear this will hear this, and you can leave me a comment or whatever. But the second I cleared my energy and just went and focused in on Capricorn energy, so we're talking 10th house placements, Saturn in strong aspect, opposition, conjunction, square, and trine to Neptune in your chart. But I immediately felt almost like so dried out, like that it hurt. Like I was so thirsty that it hurt, and I don't want to say burnt, but almost felt like dusty in my lungs. And I felt like I was up someplace high where there would be pressure. Like my ears felt like they needed to pop, like when you're on a plane. Which makes me think that you've been parched for a long time, and there's a leveling up, and I think, ooh, in this Neptune retrograde, when it happens, it's going to happen fast, Capricorn. That is my prediction. Neptune retrograde. Trining my own Neptune right now, so. The hits are coming. And again, I'm going to do the fast cards at the end. So we have 2 more signs, and I'm going to do the fast cards. Give me a subject, guys. Give me a subject you want me to do the really fast card pulls on. Do you want to hear if you're going to hear from them in the next 2 weeks? And then you can listen for your sun, moon, rising, whatever. Or do you want a different subject? Let me know. And if you're a replay viewer, I will do quick card pull videos for you if you're not somebody who gets to do the live streams. But let me know the subjects you want me to do that for. The part 1 of this Neptune retrograde, and also the end of this video, if you're watching it replay, will have an example of what I mean by go through all 12 signs quick. I could never be Tyler, and I love Tyler, and I think there's just such a crave for his authenticity in this world. But the way he does the fast cards, kind of like that, in that style. King of Pentacles, Capricorn, is in the details. And I feel like it's I feel like you've been trying to be or have been maintaining this King of Pentacles energy for so long that it's exhausting. I almost feel for some of you, you feel like it aged you. Like, Capricorns are fun. There's a reason I have so many of them in my life. And there's a reason that I was either working 3 jobs or 2 jobs or owned my own business and had a bunch of kids on the weekends. If I didn't have my kids or I had a babysitter, I was out with Capricorns. Because those are the fuckers you take bail money when you go out. They know how to They know how to have fun and cut up. And sometimes they get in stages where they get so locked in on something and feel like everybody's watching. I feel parched. It feels like a dry out. All right, if I do mini new moon messages, I will do that in a separate video. I won't do it at the end of this. If anybody wants to veto Maricela, or I get more votes for something else. Sorry, Maricela. But other than that, then I'll do a separate video. I'll do it real quick, and it'll be mini new moon reads. I feel like that's really pushing me on my, like, I feel like I'm going to want to give more, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, we have the Death card in reverse. You're bringing something back up. I feel like there's a playful side of you you get to unearth again. 4 Cups is in reverse, something you didn't think was available to you, or you wouldn't see it. What is this bringing for money? I love it, Maricela. I can also feel that the whole fast card thing was born out of the fact that I need to push myself and do different things too. I can't preach, get comfortable with being uncomfortable and then not do it myself. So I'm transparently, publicly doing that. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. It's funny, we have the Queen and the King, but I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles. So like whatever this is, you'll always be able to create abundance. I feel like this is something that you're going to get support for. It's going to be very clear how you're going to do it. I think there's something that you've wanted to do, Capricorn, and it felt like to do that I would have to make myself completely unstable and pretty fucking poor and not know where my next paycheck is coming to bounce into that. I think that is changing. Whatever this is, like, you can always make money for it. You might do something to subsidize this other thing. You might teach the thing you're good at and you make a salary for now. You might coach other people. You might stay on as HR someplace, but like part-time and remote. What else do we get for money? This is healing. I feel inner child stuff coming up. Like, there's a question of like, am I really living? I hate to say this, but for some of you, you're going to lose someone in your peripheral. I don't think this is close in your family. I don't think it's one of your best friends. I don't think it's your partner. But I feel like a friend through like networking and stuff, and you're going to be like, oh my God, life is short. Again, this is not somebody, you're going to be sad. I don't think it's going to devastate you. I don't think it's going to, but you know of them and you know how hard they worked, and there's somebody maybe you look up to, and it's just, and I feel like this changes things. Okay. Two of Wands. I'm telling you, you are making a decision and you are figuring out, and it's something that brings the fire back within you. Because Capricorns know how to have fun. They know how to play with fire. They know how to do what they need to do during the day and live how they want to live and express during the weekend. Okay, let's look at love. Let's look at love for Capricorn here. What's going to come in that's going to change? Is this information? How is this clarity coming through? That's what I want to know. Let's look at love first, and I'm going to pull a card. Like, how is this clarity coming in? Okay. I'm going to be honest. A situation that you thought was going someplace isn't really going someplace. The universe is going to put the brakes, possibly for some Capricorns, either on someone you're waiting on or someone you're with now that you keep trying to make them better because you are Captain Save-A-Ho and one humanitarian at a time, right? One human at a time, humanitarian. And the caretaker. What else do we have going for love? What is that? So you may have a time of release, and then after the Neptune retrograde, if you are, I don't know, I think you're going to be so focused and having fun. You may kind of like be a little bit of a wild child, sow some oats. Capricorn, if you're released, there's something that you've tried to carry for a long time. How? Okay, let's get one more card left. And I want to see, how does this clarity come? Okay, the Empress. It's you. The Capricorn rising for this new moon in Cancer, which is not as, these readings last for like 5 months, right? And that's newer, but I have a lot of you having new people come in. There may be something for some of you that has to get released before. I just felt like somebody punched me in the stomach. I lost my breath. What is going on with the lungs and Capricorn? Why do I feel winded? No, my heart's beating fast. One of you reach out and let me know what I am feeling. I want to say, like, slow down, sit down, lay down, drink your water. I love those videos. They're like, drink your water, bitch. Be magical. Drink your water, bitch. Capricorns are very magical. I know you all non-Capricorns think that they're like pragmatic and serious and just only about that coin. Let me tell you something. And I will die on this hill, and I made a little video about it. Capricorn can buy you things, that's fine. It's when they spend all their quality time on you that you know that you're extremely important to them. As much as they might like a whole pile of money and building it so that it's secure, it is quality time that is their currency. Okay. Yeah, you're Empress. People will find you for love. How is all of this information getting to you during the Neptune retrograde? How is it becoming clear? Maybe they're like, you don't need to know that, Susie, as long as they know that. Nine of Wands in reverse. One, you're going to put your defenses down about the stuff that you've been trying to build. You'll be able to hear things both from spirit and from actual real people just coming in so fast. From actual real people that are trying to talk to you. You couldn't hear, like, you know, I'm talking, but they don't hear me though kind of thing. But you're going to hear them now. And the other thing is that Neptune in retrograde makes the fog go away. So it's both going to be like somebody's going to say it to you. You're going to feel it. And it's going to feel like confirmation. And you're just going to move with this. And support is going to come in. And you get released from any dead-end situations, especially romantically. I actually feel like you, like... having a good old time. Especially after January. Okay. Oh, I needed that water. Okay. I'm calling back all my power to me now for anyone using her without with or without my permission. I didn't feel that. I don't think that was the problem. I released any energy that is not mine to carry or not in my highest good. That one I felt. As I move into Aquarius and just focus on my Aquarius community and the people who are supposed to hear the message. Aquarius, what is the main subject? What is the main focus about what this Neptune retrograde is bringing you? Where is it bringing you clarity? Where is it bringing you truth? All the way. That is random. Okay. When this card fell, it fell right next to another card that I didn't even know was on the floor. And it's one of the blunt truth, Neptune retrograde, cards, and says, I am at a crossroads. I am choosing which path to take. I'm just gonna let that be in there. I don't know if that's for you, for somebody else. Okay. I cannot make this up. This card flew out the deck. 7 Pentacles in reverse again in the main subject. I think Sagittarius got that as well. This is something that you absolutely, all of a sudden, big pain right here. Something you've been waiting on, it's time. Working on, waiting on it, and it maybe be a point of frustration. What else? What else are we getting for Sag? Okay. Page of Wands. Whole new start that you've been waiting on, Aquarius. This is an exciting new start. This is, it feels like a little like nerve-wracking exciting and also like happy exciting at the same time. You're gonna get green lights. You're gonna get green lights. I am on Aquarius. I finished Capricorn. You're okay, Juan. You're moving. You have a pass. All right. Let's get some details on this. Aquarius, you're like humbly starting over with something, but it's not really. You're going to find that all these other things, I feel like you've done more than one thing. I feel like because you're smart, because you're interested, and because you need to stay interested in stuff, and because, like, you know, there's Saturn there. So, like, you have to support your life, but you cannot be bored either. So you are, and you're intelligent, and so you have, and you have abilities. And so you've done many, many, many things in your life to the point where you feel like this is new, but I don't think it's, I think the skills you need, you have already kind of expertly built in other areas. So it feels new, but it's exciting, happy new. It's also a little nerve-wracking because it's new. And I don't think you're a spring chicken. I think most of you are like seasoned chicken or well-seasoned chicken, and this is happening. I could be talking to a younger Aquarius. And even if I am, it's like things that life brought you as experience, whether that's like taking care of your siblings early, or I know nobody has a paper route anymore, but I see there's some kind of like early job that young kids do that you did, or you worked for a parent kind of on the low, but like you went through boot camp of some sort. So this Page of Wands is like you're starting something new, but once you get going, it's not going to feel new. It's going to feel like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to have been doing. I've been training for this my whole life. I just need like the technicalities or like the academics of it. Or there's like some scientific or math parts of it or something. I don't know what that means. There's some kind of like, you do need other information, but like you've been setting up for this your whole life and didn't realize it. So it's not really new. What is the truth of this? What are the details? You're a new chicken with lots of seasoning? Right. I don't like the term old hen. I'm just a well-seasoned chicken, baby. I'm just going to say this because I know none of them watch my videos. But the first time ever I ate dinner over my husband's house, like when we were dating. But I grew up in a house where we seasoned food. Despite the fact that I am palm colored, like we seasoned our food egregiously, you know. And all different kinds of food were made and from all different kinds of cultures. My parents were from New York, so they were exposed to everything. I went over his parents' house and took one bite of the chicken, was like, there's not even salt on this motherfucker. Like, nothing. It was dry. I could have sanded the dining room table with it. And it drove me crazy because for the first month that we were dating, I would cook everything from scratch. I would watch Jacques Pepin, Julia Child, and then like go make whatever they were making. I am a cook, and like, so he was getting top level stuff at a very young age. And MFer would get up from my kitchen table and go over to my refrigerator before he would eat and go for salad dressing, ketchup, all these things. And I would be like, what are you doing? I just spent 12 hours cooking for you. Literally. And you're going to put ketchup and dressing on my... Dude, that's chicken cordon bleu. That's homemade lasagna with homemade sauce. Everything is seasoned. Like, what are you doing? Why would you put ranch dressing on lasagna? What is wrong with you? And then I went over to his parents' house to eat. The only thing we have ketchup on in this house for is to like make Thousand Island dressing. That's it. Nobody uses ketchup in this house. That's a true story. Doesn't make anybody a bad person. I'm just saying, like, I was going to strangle him. He almost didn't last a month. And then I went over his parents' house and I was like, oh, this is why there is sauce, condiments on everything. It wasn't even sauce. No one was a saucier over there too. It was store brand condiments. Okay. Details, Aquarius. Sorry. I had to say that. That should have been the first line, but we wouldn't have our lovely Lee had I not overlooked the million red flags. You know, I got the best things out of that, so. Come over here, I'll make you a sauce for your green beans. If you went to a real steakhouse and you asked for A1, they would probably throw you out. You have the Wheel of Fortune. It came out sideways, Aquarius. Whatever this is, I feel like you have financial support. Aquarius, I feel like you have financial support. Where is this happening? Is this happening in your 8th house, the new moon? It's happening in your 8th or your 7th, depending on your house sizes. I know people like Annika can't even listen to because her houses are just huge because she was born so far up north. But for a lot of you, this is happening. So you're going to have support. You're either going to have somebody investing in you or you're going to have a partner that's going to be able to support you. I'm not that worried about, and I think that might be part of the clarity. If you're worried about finances, don't be. You're going to be able to like start the new thing, Aquarius. Hi, Syra. For Aquarius rising, I'm thinking Sagittarius rising. Thank you. For Aquarius, it's 5th or 6th. It's in your 5th. Okay, which means you're getting support from the 3rd. And you're getting that trine. If it's in the 5th house, you're getting that trine to... If it's in the 6th house, you're getting a trine to the 2nd with Saturn in this new moon. Because I feel like something's happening for you for this new moon first. And then everything rolls out from there. Thank you, Syra. In my head, I was thinking Sagittarius. I don't know why. Because I think I'm talking to somebody who's got both placements. More details. The Chariot. Okay. You've got 2 major arcana coming out just as the details, Aquarius. whatever's going to happen during this Neptune retrograde, there may be times where you're like, I'm a little bit worried about what this means for money, but the universe is sanctioning this. We have the Chariot. It moves you forward, and it's going to move you towards some money. What's the truth? What's the truth that's going to come out that's like helping this, giving clarity to this situation, allowing this situation because of the clarity? What is the truth coming out? Good. Syra, give me a quick card subject. We're taking, I did them the other day. I like that it like made me uncomfortable a little bit. I need to push myself too, so I'm going to do more of those like fast readings. Okay. We have an Empress upside down. So that's the truth it's bringing. That's the truth coming out for Aquarius. Either you were going to advice for somebody, or there was somebody you were deferring to. Aquarius. This is also if you have Uranus or Saturn in strong aspect to your Neptune. These readings could. My one eye hurts all of a sudden. I want to like close it, almost like I got lemon in my eye. Somebody you put on a pedestal has come down. And you're going to watch them come down. And then you're going to rethink and reframe everything that wherever you ever deferred to them, wherever you like took their advice, wherever you made them a strong consideration for your own decision making. For some of you, you're deconstructing with love and with space and knowing that they did the best that they could do. This Neptune retrograde, you may find out things about your mom's early life. You may have epiphanies. You may get clear hits. And this helps you deconstruct maybe some of the really, really well-meaning advice or like follow the leader stuff with your mom that just doesn't serve you any longer because you were here to break those cycles that she needed to be safe in. Ooh, Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to take all of these into consideration. I may take a minute after these because, like, I am feeling these physically. Maybe I'll do the quick readings tomorrow then, okay? Because I don't have any things scheduled for tomorrow. And y'all, so since I have so many of you in this chat, and if you're a replay viewer and you're in membership, please comment with an idea for a membership-only video. It could be tarot or astrology. I kind of like doing the Zooms and the live streams, but give me like a quick members-only video thing that you really want to know. You've already been doing that with your mom as an Aquarius, okay? That's this is the thing. It's like, it's almost like Aquarius, and it's so interesting because Pluto is an Aquarius. And when we think about Pluto, and even Saturn to some degree, we are self-actualizing, right? So we're like constantly constructing boundaries, constructing structure, constructing what things are supposed to look like, constructing how far we can go before we get hit back with other people's boundaries, right? But it's all about self-actualizing. So we build, we construct, and then often we have to deconstruct to find where we're not self-actualizing. And Pluto is the same. And so, you know, when Pluto now in Aquarius, we're seeing that collectively, right? It's deconstructing to reconstruct it in a better way. Very Aquarian, very Uranus. It feels like this Neptune in retrograde is things coming in so that you could deconstruct in a safe environment that helps you rebuild. You get to start this new thing. It is time. And you will know, Aquarius. You will absolutely know. And don't forget, like, Aquarius is, people look at them as like nerds, brainiacs, like science, innovation, and like very factual, because like they're not about that drama, so they won't participate in the drama. So people think that they have like less emotions and they're more all like right brain or all like analytical. They're very emotional. That's the sign of the humanitarian, first of all. And also, they're run by Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of epiphany. They have gifts. They do all that stuff. I love hearing that, Tanya. It's going to get even better. Give it another, at the end of 5 months, it's going to be. This new thing that you're doing that feels like you have to start all over again, it may be something you didn't do earlier because it wouldn't have been advised, or it wouldn't have been approved of, or it would have been like, I'm not even going to bring that up to them because they're going to be like, are you crazy? And you know, it might not be mom, but it's somebody of note. That also was like in a nurturing position, that you would have taken advice from, that you would have almost modeled some of your behaviors after, or looked to as an example, especially when shit got rough. Like, my mom was strong, right? But like, maybe your mom was strong so that you didn't have to be in other ways. Maybe because she didn't have a choice. Let's look and see what it looks like for Aquarius for money and career at the end of this Neptune retrograde. Not mad at that. Seven of Wands in reverse. Something you're not advocating for, you're not doing anymore, but you did get a King of Pentacles. So I feel like you repair credit. I feel like you repair credit and repair debt, like both, one or the other, by the end of this Neptune retrograde. I think somewhere you're going to just be someplace and you're going to find out something you can do, like put one of those apps where you pay yourself, or there's some kind of like lawsuit that you can attach yourself to, and it's for one of the credit. Because let me tell you something, everybody, this is a collective message. What time is it? 1 minute 53 seconds. I will go back and screenshot this. You know, find yourself a good IT person, find yourself a good cybersecurity person to follow, to do risk assessment, something. But at least one, if not two, of the major 3 credit bureaus have been breached. And because they have been breached, if you are part of that breach, you can get maybe just a few dollars. But the thing that you really get out of that is that then they have to take those accounts off. And if they have to take that off at one, whatever accounts were affected by that you may have in credit, if it's one, all 3 have to take it off. Information like that, but like how to do that exactly and blah, blah, blah. Like, you're going to find somebody. You're going to just be like, not even looking for that information, and it's going to come to you, and it's going to, yeah. There's stability, not just because money is coming in, it's because how the money is like saved and how the money has to go out and all this other stuff. Even though you're starting something new and you're probably starting like lower on the hog than you were used to taking from your last venture. You may be starting the new one before you end the other one, but it's still time you can. Okay, let's see what's happening for love. For Aquarius, and then we're on to Pisces. And then I'm going to eat something. And then tomorrow I'll do the quick pulls because these were big and heavy. It's 4:41. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups. And we have the Ten of Pentacles sideways. At the end of this Neptune retrograde, you will have had deep, deep conversations, and something that either somebody didn't realize about, I feel something with partnership, that something somebody didn't even realize about themselves, whether that's you or your partner or you and another family member, but someone you love, they didn't have the awareness themselves to work off the awareness. You're going to have lots of conversations about what tens look like, what the happy ending looks like. I think between where you started and where you're going, it's the happy ending, but not, it's going to get adjusted. I need to like chug this water. Okay. Pisces, and I'm starting to lose my voice. Small businesses need cyber and IT risk assessment too. But there's lots of stuff that's going to help. All right, we're going to get into Pisces. What is this Neptune retrograde? This is in your sign. It's at that 29 degrees. This could be profound. Especially if you're Pisces and you're born around, like, I want to say 70 to 72, you're probably having a direct trine from your Neptune to this Neptune retrograde. Even, yeah, that might even be till 73. And I'm saying 1973. Okay, Pisces. I feel like I have to turn this way to shuffle. Starting Pisces at 4:44 p.m. on my clock. I don't know. I got Nicole having me look at the splits in the bottom of the decks, and I have another friend having me look at the time for everything now. My Gemini Mercury is like, it's too much. And at the same time, I love it. Okay. Pisces, let's get your, okay, really? All right, I'm taking all three cards because that first card kind of pisses me off. The moon, really? Doy. It's about Neptune retrograde and stuff coming into light. Okay. The moon might have come out to be like, shut up, Susie. It's a big truth. Like, you're talking about truths, but this is like big, like life-changing. Maybe it's life-altering. Maybe it's a big truth about who you are, where you came from, who your partner is, what your job really is doing, whatever. It's a big truth. Maybe you have this huge, like, healing epiphany. I don't know. It's just pissing me off because, like, that's what we're already talking about. I don't need to know it's the truth, but it's here for a reason, so I'm going to stop complaining and shut up. Next was the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is something that's been painful. Again, it came out sideways. I try to honor that. And the Advocation card. You've either been advocating for yourself because you were victimized at some point, but it is time to release staying in that victim place because that part's no longer serving you. But there's a truth that's going to come out that's going to release you from like advocating for a person or for a situation. Okay, I know why the moon is out. I said it's going to be a big truth about like, there's something about this situation that you're going to be brought clarity and truth for. It's going to help you no longer identify as who this person is. I don't know if this thing happened in front of a lot of people. I don't know if you think that this is how everybody like associates your name or who you are. Also, my neck hurts. I keep seeing a scene of like you being on ready, you protecting this thing, you being on like hyper vigilant about whatever this is, however you identify, whatever this truth is that you've been going off of. And you like having the truth come to you, hear somebody else say, or information comes in, or you see it in writing, and it's just like, you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to do this anymore then. And like you put down your weapon, I almost want to say. Like defensive, protective. Like, oh, well then I don't have to do this anymore. Then the reason that the Ten of Swords isn't fully in the upright is because there's going to be a little processing. With like, would this have gone different? Would that have gone different? Had I not been on the ready, hyper vigilant, identifying or protecting this person. Glad this one was the last one. All right, let's get some details. It's good because honestly, if the Ten of Swords was like right in the upright as the truth comes in, I would say that somebody who's not completely processing, that's like, I'm not going to deal with this now. And there may have been escapism. The fact that the Ten of Swords was like kind of sideways at a diagonal means you're going to process it to turn it around, which is the right way to do it, Pisces. That's the right way to do stuff. I don't think you're going to have a choice. I think that this is going to be such a big part. You're going to have to like... process it. There's gonna be too many reminders to not process it. I don't know how much, where you could go to like escape or have escapism. My left ear is ringing. I can't believe this. There's somebody that you like maybe go have dinner with that like drinks like a couple of drinks at dinner, and they're always like, but I'm good to drive. During the Neptune retrograde, there's going to be a moment where you're going to feel like you should not drive. I'm just going to say, trust that. If they're going to get mad at you, let them be mad at you. I'm not talking like one beer. I'm talking somebody's like, I drink all the time. These 4 tequilas are fine for me to drive. I can drink somebody under the table with tequila. I don't drink a whole lot now just because I choose not to, but like I could drink some tequila, but I still would never drive. Not even after one shot. I would never ever. I'm weird like that. I lost a lot of people to drunk driving, but I feel like there's going to be a person, Pisces, where they're like, I'm good. And even if you didn't see them and everything that they consumed, or if they were also doing other things, or they took something before they even went out to drink, you just trust your gut during the next 5 months. Okay, we have a Knight of Swords. Somebody's coming in with information. Somebody's coming in with information, and you're going to get it in writing. Oof. Something you've closed your eyes to, but you kind of known, and now you're going to not be able to unknow it, but it's going to, this is going to be really good for you. I'm only asking for the truths you're going to find out that are going to be good for you. Right? And I'm always talking to Pisces, like, and I said it last night for the new moon, for the Pisces part, there's a difference between reasons and excuses. You can understand somebody's reasons, doesn't mean you have to engage or take it as an excuse for behavior. All apologies should come with change behavior. Or else they're not, you can understand the reason why, but they're not apologies. You actually have to accept and continue accepting behavior that go along with them. Okay, yep. The Fool and the High Priestess. I want one more card for that. I want one more card for that. I want one more card for that. There's somebody you listen to. There's somebody you listen to online. You could decide it's me. I just have to deliver the truth. There's somebody that you deliver online and their gifts have kind of been compromised, and maybe they were accurate for you in the beginning and they're not now, and you're going to see that. For some of you, that person's not accurate for you anymore, and you should dissent and not listen to them because you've outgrown their collective. So their messages don't meet where you're at in journey anymore. Some of you should not listen to that person because whatever they've done to kind of like, that's between them and spirit, whatever they've done to kind of use their gifts in a way that gifts are not supposed to be used, it is watered down. I don't know if Annie's outside, but it's pouring rain, Emily. Okay, hear her running down the stairs. We literally have our umbrella that's over our table backed up to the back door so she can sit on one of the chairs if it starts to rain, and she could get in without getting hit. They're so spoiled. Okay. What else do we have here? I'm going to pull that one more. I'm going to pull that one more. I feel like there's a High Priestess in reverse here. Like, it's going to be very clear. You should no longer take even appointments. And I don't know if this is... It feels like somebody who is more of like a psychic reader. Again, it could be, there could be nothing wrong with the reader for some of you, and you're just outgrowing their readings. Or that reader has, for whatever, and we don't need to know that, we don't need to gossip about it, but has compromised. Let's just get confirmation cord. Yeah. King of Swords is upside down. That's not truthful. I hate to say this, for some of you, I feel like somebody you go to for guidance all the time is kind of making stuff up because they're not getting the hits anymore like they used to. They're not going off what they're actually feeling. They're just at this point hoping that the gifts are going to come back in the way they used to, but so they're just saying stuff at this point. Okay. Sometimes that happens with like monetization. Sometimes I stab myself in the foot because I'm so overly aware that that happens, that I'm like, I give a lot away or I do stuff because I don't want to be one of those people. Not even because I obviously care that I'm being ethical and kind and giving to my community, but like I would die if I did something to fuck all this up. Such a huge part of who I am. Okay, how is this going to turn out for love? These Neptune retrograde readings, holy shit. Okay, sorry, for money, we have 10 of Pentacles, so you could be buying You could be able to buy a new house, or moving to a more stable environment. There's 3 of Wands. So there's going to be, something is going to be clear that like if you get rid of this one thing, you're going to be able to move forward. I really do think this is like house or retirement fund, as the 10 of Pentacles for money. Something that's going to let you breathe for a little while, and it's definitely going to bring in stability. It's something you may have to give up to get it. Like you may be paying somebody else's bill, or you may, there's something that you're giving up to get another thing. Like I'm the first one, if somebody's like in membership, but they're about to go like move into, that actually happened actually, that somebody was like moving into their own place for a long time, and they're like, I just can't do the higher level, I'm gonna stay. And I'm like, oh my God, I would much rather you do that and be stable. Let's see what this looks like for love for Pisces at the end of this Neptune retrograde. 7 of Cups, somebody that kept situationship you. They make you a decision and not a choice, or you make yourself a decision and not a choice. There's no more fantasy around this person. You could either let go from something kind of toxic that's held you on in the potential of this, what this person could be. I just said this to a dear friend. You know, when you are very connected, and certainly Pisces apply. When you're very connected and you can kind of live in the 3D and the 5D at the same time, which Pisces can do. We have Saturn in Pisces right now. We have Neptune in Pisces right now. That's making that even easier for those placements. And the collective, but those placements especially. You can tune in on that person's highest potential, highest expression of all the lifetimes and all like, but not maybe what that person is capable of right now in their physical body, in their physical mind, how they are dealing with their trauma responses, how they are dealing with decision making. And so Neptune retrograde is like poof, the bubble, poof, the fog clears. Fog is going to clear about a relationship, or you're going to be made a decision and not a choice, or you're going to feel that way about somebody else. Somebody might take you out of situationship or friend zone, or it might go the other way. You might take somebody else out of. Okay. Justice in relationships. I am telling you, Pisces often does not get what they deserve in relationships. I'm just going to say that out loud. And the Lovers. Divine connection, but you some of you may have to like, divine connections, we can get more than one. This will be a choice. I keep getting that somebody, like, instead of you trying to like meet the other person, because you can feel their 5D stuff and you can feel all of their goodness, so you keep trying to meet that and support that to either get the relationship really in a stable place or whatever, or get it out of situation and into relationship. I keep feeling that something's going to happen, and it's just like, you're going to be a choice no matter what. You won't have to do all the heavy lifting. It's justice. Saturn does not help your 5D. So the thing is that Saturn can help you concretize the things that you feel in the 5D. And also it can make you understand what can happen now in the physical, and what, you know, and the difference. It can help funnel. It's not going to help you connect, but it can help you connect. It tethers you to what is self-actualizing, if that helps. Man, oh man, oh man, I am hungry. I feel like I have to close my eyes, and I was well rested. I I'm a little less parched because I drank that whole thing. But these readings were just as deep as the last time. I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll do the fast card pulls for the full moon, for the new moon. That's perfect. Thank you guys for that suggestions. When this live ends, if you have any other suggestions for me to do like quick card pulls, that's something that feels doable and light for me, and I would like to do that. It is Thursday, where everybody's saying it feels like Saturday. Every day feels like Saturday. I only know what day it is if I go live. I just know that I go live on Sundays, and then some days I go live on other days. So, but anyhow, the sale's still running. Check your emails if you're a membership. Check your emails anyway. And check out the community post and the members only post for the next couple of days. I would hate for anybody to miss the Neptune retrograde, which is for all members. And that's going to be a private Zoom. And also you can practice gifts in a safe place if you like it. Very private breakout rooms within the Zoom. It'll never get put up on a live stream. It'll be very, very private. And I will not record that part. I will record the main part where we're going over the astrology of Neptune in retrograde and where that ends with all the rising signs, what that looks like, what houses those are in. And again, just a reminder, if you are a nerd or a gratitude member, you can also have your actual chart read. Okay? I love you. Now you love you. Leave me a comment and thank you for all the support. And if you're a new member, if you're a new watcher, please subscribe. And I appreciate all of you. All right. Bye.